I'm about to reveal 10 football celebrations that crossed the line so badly that they led to bans, suspensions, massive fines, or sparked worldwide controversy. Some of these moments ended careers. Others ignited political firestorms. And by the time we reach number 1, you'll see how just a few words spoken during a celebration erased years of hard work in less than a minute. Trust me, you'll want to stay until the end, because these stories get more unbelievable with every countdown. Football is built on emotion. Every goal represents months of sacrifice, endless training sessions, and unforgettable pressure. So when players finally score, it's only natural that they want to celebrate. Sometimes it's a simple fist pump. Sometimes it's a knee slide in front of thousands of cheering supporters. Let's begin with a celebration that effectively destroyed a player's international career. Back in 2013, Greek footballer Giorgos Kotidis found himself at the center of one of football's biggest controversies. Playing for AEK Athens in a dramatic league match, everything seemed perfectly normal until the final moments. With the score level and only seconds remaining, Kotidis found himself in the perfect position to score the winning goal. The stadium erupted as the ball hit the back of the net. His teammates celebrated wildly, believing they had rescued an important victory. But then came the moment nobody expected. Instead of celebrating normally, Kotidis raised his arm in what was widely recognized as a Nazi salute. Within seconds, the atmosphere changed completely. What should have been remembered as a match-winning goal instantly became one of the darkest moments in Greek football. The backlash was immediate. Football officials, fans, politicians, and media outlets all condemned the gesture. Kotidis later claimed he didn't understand the meaning behind what he had done, insisting there was no political intention. But the explanation wasn't enough. Greece's Football Federation handed him a lifetime ban from the national team, and the celebration became far more famous than the goal itself. Cristiano Ronaldo has always thrived on proving people wrong. During Juventus's Champions League clash against Atletico Madrid, emotions were already running high after the first leg. Atletico had earned a comfortable advantage, and their manager celebrated passionately after the victory with an extremely provocative gesture aimed at showing how much courage and determination his players possessed. Ronaldo saw everything. When Juventus hosted the return leg, he delivered one of the greatest Champions League performances of his career. First came a towering header. Then another goal to level the tie. Ronaldo repeated the same controversial gesture Atletico's manager had used weeks earlier. It wasn't random, it was calculated. It was his way of saying, "Now you know how it feels." UEFA weren't impressed. Even though millions of fans loved the moment, Ronaldo received a hefty fine for improper conduct. For someone earning millions every season, the financial punishment barely mattered. During an MLS match in 2016, Kei Kamara helped New England Revolution take complete control of a game they were already dominating. With playoff qualification already secured, there wasn't much pressure left. That freedom seemed to encourage Kamara to celebrate in a way nobody expected. The stadium burst into laughter, while commentators struggled to believe what they were watching. Referees, however, weren't nearly as amused. Kamara immediately received a yellow card for excessive celebration. It wasn't offensive enough to earn a suspension, but it became one of the funniest caution-worthy celebrations football fans have ever witnessed. Humorous celebrations are one thing. Liverpool legend Robbie Fowler entered a Merseyside derby against Everton already frustrated. Rival supporters had spent weeks spreading rumors suggesting he used illegal drugs. Rather than ignoring the accusations, Fowler decided to answer them in the most outrageous way imaginable. After converting a penalty, he ran toward the touchline, bent down over the white line, and pretended to sniff it. The celebration stunned everyone inside the stadium. The Football Association punished him with a lengthy suspension and a record-breaking fine for the time, sending a clear message that certain celebrations simply weren't acceptable regardless of the circumstances behind them. Some celebrations don't involve controversial symbols or offensive gestures. Sometimes they're just unbelievably embarrassing. During a Europa League match, Sporting Lisbon desperately needed a goal to keep their hopes alive. When the equalizer finally arrived late in the game, one player sprinted directly toward the referee. Instead of celebrating with teammates, he attempted to grab the official's spray can before jokingly pretending to use it himself. Within moments, the yellow card appeared, turning what was supposed to be a joyful celebration into an awkward reminder that officials rarely appreciate becoming part of the entertainment. Speaking of unusual celebrations, few have ever been as expensive as Nicklas Bendtner's. Even though Bendtner insisted the underwear simply brought him luck, football's governing body wasn't interested in the explanation. He received both a significant fine and a suspension, making those few seconds among the most expensive underwear advertisements ever seen in sport. Before Liverpool faced Everton in another heated Merseyside derby, Everton manager David Moyes repeatedly accused Luis Suarez of diving too easily. Late in the match, after scoring a brilliant winning goal, Suarez ignored his teammates and sprinted directly toward the Everton bench. Once there, he launched himself into an exaggerated dive right in front of Moyes before lying dramatically on the ground. The message couldn't have been clearer. It wasn't simply a celebration. The referee booked Suarez, but judging by his smile afterward, he probably considered the yellow card completely worth it. Now we've reached the top 3, where football celebrations stopped being about football altogether. During the 2018 FIFA World Cup, Switzerland faced Serbia in a match carrying enormous political significance. Several Swiss players, including Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri, came from families with Kosovar-Albanian roots. The history between Serbia and Kosovo meant emotions surrounding this fixture extended far beyond sport. When Xhaka scored, he celebrated by crossing his hands to form the double-headed eagle, a symbol closely associated with Albania. Around the world, reactions exploded. FIFA eventually fined both players, insisting football should remain separate from political messaging. Yet years later, those celebrations remain among the most discussed World Cup moments in recent memory. Only 2 remain. When Emmanuel Adebayor left Arsenal for Manchester City, many Arsenal supporters felt betrayed. Every return to the Emirates became an emotional occasion filled with relentless abuse from the stands. Eventually, Adebayor got his chance to respond. After scoring against his former club, he sprinted almost the entire length of the pitch before sliding on his knees directly in front of Arsenal's away supporters. Security rushed toward the area. It instantly became one of the most iconic celebrations in Premier League history. The Football Association punished Adebayor with a fine and suspension for provoking supporters, but the image of that incredible 100-yard sprint remains unforgettable. And finally, number 1. This wasn't just a controversial celebration. It ended a career at the highest level. Croatia had just secured qualification for the 2014 FIFA World Cup after defeating Iceland in a tense playoff. Players embraced each other while supporters celebrated one of the country's proudest footballing achievements. Veteran defender Josip Imuni stepped forward with a microphone in his hand. Instead of delivering a simple thank you message to the fans, he began chanting a slogan historically linked to Croatia's fascist Ustaše regime during World War II. Within hours, international media outlets condemned the incident. Football organizations launched investigations, anti-discrimination groups demanded action, and FIFA moved quickly. Imuni insisted his words reflected patriotism rather than extremism, but the explanation changed nothing. He received a lengthy suspension that ruled him out of the very World Cup he had helped Croatia reach. After spending years representing his country with pride, his international career effectively ended because of a celebration lasting only a few seconds. It's proof that in football, the goal itself isn't always what people remember. Sometimes it's what happens immediately afterward that defines an entire career. A single celebration can create a legendary moment, spark worldwide controversy, or completely erase years of achievement. That's exactly why football remains one of the most emotional and unpredictable sports on the planet, because once the ball crosses the line, absolutely anything can happen.